Welcome back, scholars. Today we're diving into Dr. Boyce Watkins' transformative book, The 10 Commandments of Black Economic Power. This book is essential for anyone looking to build generational wealth and strengthen our community. Let's break down these commandments and see how they can empower us. Commandment 1. Always be an asset to your family. Just like the foundation of a house, your contributions to your family's well-being set the stage for generational wealth. Think of it like LeBron James's commitment to supporting his family and ensuring they have the best opportunities. Not only can LeBron James support his family, but if he raises his children correctly, they can become tremendous assets to their family. Children need to be raised with a sense of responsibility to help build the family, and asking children to support the family isn't a form of exploitation. According to Dr. Watkins, it's the kind of relationship that helps everyone in the family survive. In this chapter, he teaches a lesson that was largely learned from his dad. The ultimate crime is stealing from loved ones, and this includes borrowing money that you don't pay back. Now let that sink in. Commandment 2. Buy black whenever possible. Supporting black businesses helps circulate money within our community and fosters economic growth. Imagine the impact if we all adopted the mindset of Killer Mike, who advocates for buying black to build a self-sustaining community. Every dollar spent is a step towards collective prosperity. He defines being economically woke as being aware of where money resides, how to acquire it, how to grow it, and how to protect it. When we spend our money, we should be aware of who is receiving these funds and what they are doing with this money. He gives an example of revising how we gather as black people. For example, when the family gathers for whatever reason, whether it's Sunday dinner or a family reunion, why not have a family business meeting? After eating together and socializing, everyone can sit on the couch and talk a bit about their personal financial outlook. In this meeting, you can discuss challenges, opportunities, and objectives. In doing this, we can help each other reach our goals. Commandment 3. Black wealth training must be a rite of passage. Financial education should be a fundamental part of growing up. Just like Nipsey Hussle's efforts to teach his community about business and investing, we need to ensure that every young person understands the principles of wealth building. He made a comment regarding many church-going black people. They may not ever remember the first time they went to church because their grandmother or parents took them to church before they could ever remember. We should have the same approach to wealth building within our family. Our children should start hearing about how to build wealth from such an early age that it's just ingrained in them. I have a video talking to my son when he was 21 months old about money, and another one with my current 15-month-old son talking about investing in Nvidia stock. They won't remember their first conversation about investing with me. It will be as natural as breathing to them. He has a model to do this from his black business school called the Boyce model, which stands for Producer, Owner, Investor, Saver, Entrepreneur. Children growing up with this mentality would naturally be ahead of the competition. Commandment 4. Create fertile economic soil for your family. Lay the groundwork for financial stability and growth. Think of it like planting seeds for a bountiful harvest. Provide the resources, education, and support your family needs to thrive. Here are some ways Dr. Watkins stated in the book that we can create fertile economic soil. Always give positive, encouraging words. It's better to share how they might succeed than to tell them they are going to fail. Invest in the business if you can. Encourage financial literacy and ownership culture in the family. Share, like, and comment on all social media posts related to your loved one's business, even if you don't need the product. Buy their product at least once or twice if you can afford it. Recommend their product to anyone who needs it. Offer partnerships if you can see a common need between their business and your own. Commandment 5. Invest in healthy relationships and maintain them. Strong relationships are the backbone of economic power. Consider the tight-knit bonds within the Carter-Knowles family. Investing in and nurturing these relationships can provide emotional and financial support, leading to collective success. Dr. Watkins says in his book, when your relationships are all screwed up, your life will be screwed up too. Most wealthy families solve problems as a collective, picking up the slack for each other in a manner that is affirming, secure, and cooperative. Also, families that can raise children together tend to have healthier, safer children and a greater degree of financial security. I would sum up this chapter by saying, good relationships can help you build wealth, and toxic relationships will steal your wealth. Over time, I've learned to identify the takers from a mile away. It's not that I don't want to help others, but you can never do enough. If you loan $100 to the first 10 people you see, there will be the 11th person, the one you couldn't loan money to, who says he's stingy and mean. Commandment 6. Keep it all in the family whenever possible. Family businesses and collaborations keep wealth within the family. Look at the Jackson family in entertainment. Their combined efforts led to incredible success. Keeping it in the family ensures that the wealth stays where it can do the most good. If you are not part of any gang, you may be exploited by those who have the power of the gang behind them. If I live in a neighborhood filled with Crips and Bloods, I might end up being bullied by both groups. If you are a small business owner in the same industry as Target and Walmart, both groups are going to take your money. Countries that don't participate in international unions or treaties are left vulnerable during times of war. Voters who are neither Democrat nor Republican are not able to win elections. The list goes on and on. So the question you must ask yourself is this: who is my gang? If it's your family, then you should ensure that there is an enforceable code of conduct that holds the gang together. Quite often, Black people lose economically because we have not learned what the rest of the world has learned. The world shows us that those who operate within the context of a team or group are most likely to be successful. How can HBCUs survive when they are just as eager to hire someone from China as they are to hire an African American? The Chinese would never do such a thing because they know that this kind of behavior is inconsistent with prosperity or survival. Commandment 7. Capital must be preserved, protected, and efficiently used. Think of it like a quarterback marching the ball down the field. You're guiding your family towards greatness. Efficient use of capital means putting your money where it can grow, like investment accounts with positive returns rather than stagnant savings accounts. But it's not just financial capital. It's also about recognizing and utilizing our human capital. We often train our children to work for others instead of collaborating within our community. By investing in financial education, fostering strong relationships, and embracing modern business practices, we can build robust enterprises that support and uplift our families and community. Remember, not everyone needs to own a business, but we can all contribute to and benefit from a thriving economic ecosystem by supporting and investing in Black-owned businesses and training the next generation of leaders. Commandment 8. Always plant seeds for the future. Dr. Boyce Watkins shares a personal story from his college days, emphasizing the importance of thinking long-term. While his friends took immediate job offers, he chose to pursue a PhD, understanding that short-term sacrifices can lead to long-term gains. This commandment is about preparing for the afterlife, not in a religious sense, but by considering how your actions today will affect future generations. Your children, grandchildren, and great-grandchildren will live with the consequences of your financial decisions. By investing wisely and securing assets now, you give them a significant advantage. Ask yourself, whose life will be better because you were here? Will your work provide your loved ones with a competitive edge? Your legacy depends on the seeds you plant today. Commandment 9. Always leave a worthy inheritance. It's about creating a lasting legacy. Just like the Rockefellers, whose wealth spans generations, ensure that your efforts today benefit your descendants. Use tools like life insurance, investments, and estate planning to secure your family's future. Commandment 10. Ownership is the key to power. Whether it's a business, land, or intellectual property, owning your assets gives you control and influence. Look at how Jay-Z's ownership of his music and businesses has elevated him to a mogul. Ownership is true empowerment. And there you have it, Dr. Boyce Watkins' 10 Commandments of Black Economic Power. These principles are your roadmap to financial empowerment and community upliftment. If you found this review helpful, hit that like button, share it with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe to Urban Finance for more insightful content. Together, let's build a brighter, wealthier future.